My mom was a strict Jehovah's Witness, and this is how I hid my tarot cards, my esoterical books, and all of that when I was just a kid. When you're a kid, you just know what your parents tell you. So when my mom started speaking about hell, I don't even know when. I just remember speaking about that when I was 3 years old. I took it as truth. We, as Jehovah's Witnesses, were not allowed to lie. This was a horrible sin. I remember that every time a fortune teller came to our TV, my mom would cover my ears and tell me that these were the words of the devil. I was terrified, but also really fascinated by it. I wanted to know more about it. But how could I do this? And also, I lived by myself with my mom. My dad worked in a different city, and he wasn't a Jehovah's Witness. I had a neighbor that was my same age, and she would like the esoterical things as much as me. The only difference was that she was allowed to explore all of these things. So basically, I would hang out all of my time with her, and we would play tarot cards, and we would speak about these things, and we would watch TV programs about UFOs and all of the things I was not allowed to do, but it was a secret. I couldn't tell my mom. And I thought it was genius because I was not lying. I was just not talking about it. I used to have a journal where I would write everything about the zodiac signs that I would know, like fixed, mutable, cardinal, fire, earth, all of the elements. And I remember once my mom got into my room and she went into a drawer looking for something exactly where my journal was, and I panicked. So the first thing I did was to rip out all of the pages and put them in the trash because I was terrified that my mom would tell me that I would go to hell. I must have been 7 when she almost found out my journal, and I was already fearing for my eternal damnation. It was early 2000s, and my mom was part of the satanic panic situation. She burned all of my Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I remember a couple of TCG games that I used to have, like that were exclusive from my country, Chile. I was helpless. I felt like all of the things I loved disappeared, and that nobody could help me because this was my mom. So basically, this was her way of sort of teaching me, disciplining me, and I felt like I couldn't do anything about it, and I was not even 10 when this happened. Eventually, my mom did leave that religion that harmed us as family a lot, and I was able to pursue all of the interests I had, whether they were esoterical or not, as simple, innocent fun that a kid